Hi everybody, in this video I want to briefly show you a kind of hidden gem in Gemini called Storybooks. And this is actually a tool that will allow you to do storytelling on whatever you want. And I've used it here to do storytelling on a pitch for a founder idea that I'm developing. So what I will show you is how you can enable the storybook in Gemini, and then I will show you my example, and I think you will be quite excited about it as I am. So let's dive into it. Yes, so here I'm in my Gemini account and I have a Pro account, so that's like the 20-something dollars per month, and I think you need that for this tool. So I can now go here to my expand menu, and then I have here something called Storybook. And so if I click on that, I come in that tool, and here you can simply prompt Gemini to create for you a storybook, and you can even upload files. And let me briefly show you which prompt that I provided it. So this was the prompt that I provided. So I prompted with the question, can you create a storybook for Dries Vaams, a founder who wants to explain his elevator pitch in an engaging manner? Below you can find the pitch, attached you can find a picture. Yeah? And then I have given it a pitch of the startup idea that I want to develop. And here I've given it a picture of myself. And then I just enabled Storybook, and let me show you the final result that was generated totally independently by Gemini.
The quiet revolution. I stood at the edge of the cavernous hall, a sea of chattering strangers stretching before him. The air, thick with the scent of stale coffee and forced enthusiasm, felt heavy in his lungs. Another conference, another performance he wasn't built for. He adjusted his blazer, the fabric feeling more like a costume than a choice. He watched the dance of networking unfold. Hands were shaken, business cards exchanged like playing cards, and smiles were flashed, bright and fleeting. Conversations were a rapid-fire exchange of titles and companies, a game of professional bingo where the prize was a vague promise to connect later. It was a frantic, hollow ritual. Dries retreated, finding refuge in a quiet corridor. He leaned against a cool wall, the distant hum of the crowd a welcome relief. He wasn't antisocial, he was anti-superficial. He craved genuine connection, a conversation that went deeper than a job title, but found only a marketplace of personalities. A wave of exhaustion washed over him. The thought of returning to the main hall, of rejoining the performance, felt like a physical weight. Each forced smile, each empty exchange, chipped away at something essential. It was the price of admission, he knew, but he was no longer sure what he was paying for. He checked his watch. Hours to go. He closed his eyes, the cacophony from the hall echoing in his mind. It was the sound of 1,000 people talking, but no one truly listening. And in the midst of it all, he had never felt more alone.
Yes, so I hope you can see that actually with quite a straightforward prompt, this tool is really able to develop a kind of storyline for the pain point that I want to solve as a founder, which for me was quite amazing to see that with such a straightforward prompt, it's able to develop such a story. So I hope this is interesting for you. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for your attention. Bye.